All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this underway, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whoever jumped in. Hey, Rail. Yeah, I didn't want to interfere with Ed's live stream. I didn't know if he was going live tonight or not. But he went ahead and went live, so I postponed my live until he was done. I wasn't rushing him or anything, but he had a customer come in. Let's see here. I'm going to send out a couple of invites. There he is. Welcome, welcome, welcome to whoever jumped in just now. Anthony, what is the first three letters of your email? Can't remember if I have it or not. PNT. Hey, David Carlisle. Hey, Frosty. I do have a few links out there already. Hopefully, this certain person I've been trying to get on the panel joins up tonight. Let's see. I'm going to throw my email in the chat for Anthony. Send me an email, Anthony. If East Coast Ken is in the chat, I did send you one to Instagram. The usual panel is going to be hit and miss tonight. Who's over there on a different live stream? He's not here, man. Hey, Adam. Never know where Eek's going to be. What's everybody been working on? Oh, no, Rail. It was good to see you. Good to know you're recovering well. Hey, Bachi. All right. All right, Anthony, it's been sent back, so keep a lookout for it. I once saw that. Yeah, I hate when that happens. We'll see how long this tablet holds out. I got the cool air blowing on it, but we'll find out. Let's see. Why don't you just drink you some coffee? You'll be fully charged then after that. Oh, I kind of figured that much. Want to surprise everybody? Bocce come home from panel. Be glad to have you. Oh man. Oh man. Rossi, that sucks. Just imagine falling butt first out of a semi though. I know somebody that done that pretty much ended her career. Broke her butt bone. All righty. We got a West Coaster joining in.
What's up, Cajun? I'll join you and jaw with you for a little bit.
What's going on?
Tired. Haven't had any days off.
I hear that one.
I felt bad. I was going to lunch one day, Cajun. This might piss you off a little bit. I was walked out the back dock door. We had one of those Uber Grubhub Eat guys pull up. He's like, show me his phone with the address. I'm like, it's not my address. And then he had a guy on the phone. He's like, I'm on my way from so and so. Hold my food to the side. I'm like, but your address isn't where I'm at. I told him, I'm like, this is where my company is. Your food will be here. And this was over an hour and a half. And he came in. I'm like, you're talking to me. There's my company name. I'm like, here you go, dude. I'm like, you went to the other side. I'm like, the driver didn't even wait for me, to figure out where to tell him which direction to go. I almost took a trucker's lunch and had it at the shop because he did the Grubhub thing or the drop off, the DoorDash. I'm like, and he came in around I think 1:30, 2 o'clock, Cajun. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
where they got to talk to him? I'm like, yep, is this you? He's like, yep, here's your food, dude. I'm like, dude, I would have felt so bad, dude, if you didn't get your lunch, man. You're on the road. He's like, I got 10 more. He said, I got 10 more loads to do.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. He's a regional driver, so he does quick drop and goes, I guess.
Yeah. Normally, if I order like Grubhub or Uber Eats or something like that, we'll include in the description our phone number. We put
Yeah,
call
there was nothing
upon
on the receipt for
arrival.
me to go off of. The driver just said, here you go, and left.
Mhm.
I'm like, Ed was just saying that the Grubhub's in hot water right now, it sounds like.
It's crazy. What else has been going on?
Just straight work, and work. I haven't had a day off. I've had 2 days off this month so far.
Got to make that money, I guess.
Well, I'm working on that. We let one technician go, and one guy quit to go to a full-time union gig.
Mm-hmm.
So we're short-staffed, looking at prospective technicians again, with new engineers and all that fun stuff.
Mm.
They're engineers, but not the mechanical kind. Like, all right, we're gonna go here today. That's how the end of my day went. How's it gonna work? I'm like, I'm gonna do this, and this. I'm like, I'm just working. I'm like, I'm not explaining anything I'm doing. Red, in, cold, blah 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 blah. Just like it's the end of the day. I'm already dog tired. I'm like, just look at what I'm doing. There's a reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hit the green button and tell me what the machine does. If it makes weird sounds, you tell me what the sound sounds like. I'll come back and I'll fix it. I spent like the last 3 days doing a lot of plumbing and HVAC style work. which is unfortunately very, very beneficial because, now I can self-service some of the equipment in the shop.
Yeah, that's always a plus.
Yeah, certain stuff I'm not allowed to because I'm not licensed, unfortunately.
Well, if you need that certain machine that you can actually service back up and running really quickly, I mean, that's a plus to you guys.
A big plus. I wanted to get a machine that costs, the $3 to $4 grand, whatever it may cost. I want to get the one where we could weigh the refrigerant and do it ourselves. But someone has to go to school to be licensed and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm not licensed in that particular area. It's not like automotive. I have it for automotive, but it doesn't apply to what we need.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but I couldn't do my own work on Silverado. But
What happened?
Frosty, if you want to jump in, there's a link for you.
Last you were working on Silverado, you were doing the heads, right?
No, it's the transmission this time.
Oh, I thought
I've been having those transmission problems for a couple of weeks now.
Was it slipping?
It'll shift first, second, and it has trouble shifting in the third.
Okay.
So I don't have the time to work on it.
And you hit a hard spot in it, or
the boss lady wants it back up and running really quickly, so off to the shop it went.
Well, yep. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, undoubtedly.
No, once you get into certain stuff, it's just sometimes it's better to go to the shop.
Yeah. So they're going to be taking a look at that. They said worst comes to worst, if it needs a different transmission, it would be $2,600, parts and labor included.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I was just talking to my neighbor. They're going through their insurance for an accident they had, and they said the truck needed to be smogged, and they took it to a smog place, and the insurance company saying that's not a place that we recommended, and they're saying we can't do that. That's not a place we said for you to go. But the truck passed smog, so sorry.
Right.
I'm like, wait. So they're arguing that it's not a recommended facility. So no, but the vehicle passed smog. There should be no issues with it. It's just insurance dicking them around.
Pretty much.
Frosty would probably know about what I'm talking about. It's California.
Yeah, he don't live too far. I don't think he lives too far away from him.
No, he's in the southern part. Like, almost like, so they're saying that the smog is no good, despite the fact once it passed smog, it goes into the system and we're good, green, golden. Pass smog. Okay, let's just fix the front end of your vehicle now. Get you a new bumper, get you this and that and all that fixed up. They're saying, right. No, we don't like where you went. The mechanic even said they can't do that as an insurance agency. Which is true.
That's crazy.
But that's not my problem. I'm just like, that's a new one for me for the day.
Usually, an insurance company wouldn't touch a mechanical issue.
This is it's nothing more than a fender bender of all things on the OBD1. I think the insurance is trying to get the OBD1 Ford off the. That's a OBD1 Chevy. They're just trying to get off the road. I think. That's my opinion, though, because they're looking at it as a gas guzzler. They're trying to, this and that. I've seen the vehicle. There's not a lot of damage to this particular vehicle by any means. It's just a bumper, as far as I know. I didn't look at it too deep. Nothing looks bent on the condenser or on the radiator side going in. Nothing looks tweaked out or specced out.
Are you trying to bring back something that was salvaged?
No. This is an OEM. This is the first accident that's ever been in.
They're just trying to keep it off the road for some reason.
No. It's modern California, right?
Yeah. Oh, what a mess.
I get stuff in the mail all the time to get rid of my 91 Bronco that I have. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, the only thing wrong with it is the electrical system I fried in it because I was being a little too handsy with the power probe.
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean, nothing I can't fix over time though, but like this is I think a 94, 93 Suburban. Still physically runs completely fine. It passed smog. And they're saying no to where it passed smog. They're like, no, we can't do this. This is approved by our company. I'm like, it passed smog. It's already in the system, so you're gonna have to fight with that. So good luck on that. Like, it's just part of California. Like, they don't want anything that's a gas guzzling hog on the road. They want to get rid of it.
That's California. That's pretty common.
Yep. Like it's a little weird. Like we can't even have diesels no more.
Really?
I think that partially passed where they banned the sale of new diesels. Like I'm assuming mostly on big rigs, not trucks yet, but it's going to do more harm than good, in my opinion. It's going to affect commerce for sure.
Yeah.
We thought the backlog ordering for the pandemic was bad. Wait till this actually goes into full effect. I mean, simple stuff.
did they ban the sale of new diesels? I hadn't heard that one.
I don't know if they banned it, but I think it's still. I think it's on. I think it's on. I think it's on a bill. I know they're working on the natural gas one still for the houses and stuff like that. It just don't make sense.
Well, what are they trying to do? Get a whole bunch of federal money in here for infrastructure upgrades? Because we don't make enough electricity to make it happen.
Oh, there's East Coast Ken. Like, I'm just looking at look at PG&E. Like they're still tucking their tails after all the wildfires for those number of years ago. And we have to deal with rolling blackouts because our power grid can't even handle the state as is, let alone let's push full-blown hybrid electric vehicles and full-blown electric vehicles that consistently catch on fire.
Well, how are you supposed to tow anything with an electric truck?
They're working on those. I know that.
Hybrid, maybe. Okay, hybrid with a big
hybrid is the best option in my opinion.
With a big enough generator, you could do it. But full electric, like plug-in electric, there's no way, because the minute you dip into that throttle on a grade, it's over.
No, if you're going uphill, with a full electric, you're stressing that electrical system. You're generating heat. It's simple. It's not hard. Like I've always told everyone, the thing that you need to think about, like you got to convince a lot of the guys, oh, an electric truck's a great option. I'm like, but to most people, myself included, a truck isn't just a vehicle; it's a friggin' tool.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about gassers and diesels. How is an electric truck going to compare to doing what those two other options can do under tow, under payload, under harsh condition abuse?
It can't.
It's not possible, in my opinion. And I've seen a lot of stuff built in the EV field in the last 5-6 years. And I'm still not impressed. And I've seen a lot of stuff. Just it's great for metropolitan areas, but not for the entire country. Like places like New York, LA, San Francisco, I could see it working as long as you have a fleet of said vehicles and charging systems.
It wouldn't work in LA. It wouldn't work.
LA is a lot bigger than the Bay Area. I know that.
Yeah, LA is, I drive 35 miles to and 35 miles from work every day. Nobody's
Unfortunately, some people can't afford to leave California. Yeah, I'm one of them.
It's California is definitely an expensive state to live in. It's one of the most outstanding states to live in just for scenery and stuff like that. But golly,
Like, best part about our state is the weather, and you can drive 5 to 6 miles in any direction and get a whole different plethora of things to do.
Mhm.
You can be in the mountains, you can be in the snow, you can be on the beach, you can be here, you can be in a lot of different things. You want to go rock climbing, you can do that. You want to go to the beach again, you can do that. You want to go snowboarding, go 5 miles, five hours up there. You can do a lot of stuff.
hmm
Even though, most people think California is just the Bay Area and LA with our state capital. Most of the state's a damn desert.
right.
It really is, in my opinion.
I've driven through all of it,
Yeah.
all the way from Southern California all the way up, across it into
Yeah.
Idaho.
I like the weird point where it goes from the Bay Area up to the northern point on the coast. Those like Northern California coastal sites. Those are nice.
Hey, you got a Doug?
Yoda Doug's.
Yeah, I lived there for 6 or 7 years.
Ken, I did not know Ken was born in San Diego. So Ken's a Chargers fan.
I probably wouldn't go that far. What is it?
Padres fan in disguise. Nah, I know Ken don't watch sports like pro level stuff. He does his thing. Well,
see what's happening.
I apologize for that problem you have, Bocce.
Texas is a whole new breed of living there. A whole different ball game. There are more than a few people that's wanting us to move out to Texas.
Yep, yeah. Ken, East Coast Ken. My mom was born in San Diego to a military father as well. She's the only one in the family born in San Diego. She's a Navy brat.
The hell with it. Let's just all pick up and move to Texas.
Yep.
We'll go invade Bocce's place.
Yeah, we can do that too. Yeah. I'll go to Austin, bug Cass.
They don't live too far away from each other.
Pretty much all the bordering states of California is where every person's moving to. Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and surprisingly, even all the way up into Montana. A lot of Californians moved up that way, I know. They don't like us, though. Generally, we move with a lot of money.
Just as long as that shop includes the paint booth for Ken, right?
2040 by 2040 foot shop. Just rents on random things. Okay, great. Ken, we're going Mad Max now, huh? Start building dune runners and just apocalypse vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get you guys some cool bikes. I'll get some dirt bikes going. I'll find some Apaches from the 70s. Those things will roll forever. Little two-strokers.
Between all of us, we can do cars, we can do motorcycles, we can probably do semis, we can do painting, we can do detailing.
You pretty much do the whole thing.
We can even throw some protein in there for Bashi.
No. She can do the apparel.
That would be crazy. So I got nine or 10 items I'm bidding on highbid.com. And it's all pool truck brand stuff.
Here
I
we go.
just got to make all the F-bombs for everybody to each other.
Almost time to hoist myself back up here. See if I can move forward under my own power.
You can do it.
Boy, I'm getting old as a bitch.
No, or we got this lubrication called whiskey.
Yeah.
No alcohol. Soda.
Is it Canada Dry? Never heard of Sun Drop.
It's just lemon citrus soda thing. Pretty good. Damn, that sticker was sent out weeks ago, Scott.
Ken, I actually have not bought any new tools, but I did an inventory. I have to replace some lost tools just for those new tools to be purchased for the old ones to show up. Specifically, 9/16, 9/16, 9/16. I lose that more than anything somehow. Last time I found it, I bought a new impact socket. I found it in a forklift. Like a week later, I'm like, all right, it is what it is.
Oh, if
I don't remember working on the forklift.
hang on, I'll give y'all guys a sneak preview of everything I bid on.
Yay. Craftsman. Damn, I saw that. The garage sale for $40 over the weekend. That's a pretty good deal. Who made the tap set? Actually, was it an Irwin set? Yoda Doug.
Let's see. Filter. All right. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16 different items I'm bidding on.
David Carley, do I have a 10 millimeter socket you can borrow? If I did that, I would just give it to you. I mean, 10 millimeters, we all know get lost. Surprisingly, I don't use 10 millimeter a lot. I use the American equivalent, 3/8, which I lose a lot of. Hanson Irwin in a wood case. So that's a really old set then. Did it come with the foam and all that stuff? I'm assuming the person that you got it from was a machinist in Yoda. When stuff comes in wood cases, most of the time it's a machinist kind of deal, like the old Kennedy boxes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really nice Kennedy boxes just for putting calipers and stuff in out there where they're felted and all that stuff.
The Snap-on 3-piece adjustable wrenches, 3-pack.
Oh, I'm giving some of those away to my coworkers tomorrow, but they're not Snap-on, they're Bacos.
We got a Snap-on 3-piece swivel set, 3/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch. A box of Mac Tool pliers. A set of 14-4 drill set. 3/8 ratchet, 1/4 inch ratchet, 3/8 long handle ratchet. A set of anti-vibe Mac hammers, ball peen hammers. The Mac Tools Kiwi plier set, 3-piece.
Can I ask why you bought the anti-vibe Mac hammers when you could have just got the S-Wigs instead? They're almost damn near the same thing.
Well, if hang on, let me finish it. Another box of assorted Mac Tools pliers, the 2-piece pry set, another 1/2 inch swivel ratchet. That's the flex end. 2 of those, a 1/2 inch brake bar for Snap-on, Knipex and channel lock pliers, and then a Racing Champions 1 of 64 die cast metal 18-wheeler toy card type deal. Now, if I can get all this, nobody else bids on it, on all that stuff, $60 for everything.
All right, that's not a bad deal. All right.
That's if nobody else bids on it.
Yeah, no, my coworker had some of those anti-vibe Max ball peens. I'm like, these feel just like I grabbed the one day I was using. I'm like, it feels just like the Eastwick. It makes no different to me. I'm also not a fan of the anti-vibes with the steel beam. I'm an old school guy. I like all my handles full wood.
I have one anti-vibe. I want to say it's a 16 ounce. It's a little guy for pin punches, you know.
Oh, I got a huge hammer, Frosty. It's big. The best hammer I have is a 2-ounce ball peen.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have a little guy like that. But I actually
Everyone's like, "What do you use this for?" Everyone grabs them like, "Why do you have such a small hammer?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it. When I know when I need it and I use it." Surprisingly, it gets the most use when I'm trying to extract something.
Yeah.
Little tip tap on just to get something to try to budge and move. Big hammer, not going to do it. Little 2-ounce guy.
Yeah.
When you get those threads to start moving around a port or something with a little pin punch or whatever you may be able to use, is the reason I have it. Because you're not too aggressive. You just need it to budge. If you can get it to budge, it's coming out.
Yeah, I have mine ranges from a 3-pound sledge down to an 8-ounce ball peen. And I like that one anti-vibe. I kind of like it. But, you know, I can see a bigger one being just a big East Wing. Most of my other ones are Trusty Cooks.
We have Trusty Cook dead blows that are shop supplied. I don't like the Trusty Cook grip. That's
You don't like them?
I just like my old school Vaughn hickory handle ball peens and
I got you.
My old framing hammers for houses. The California axe handle one with the little bend in it.
Yeah, I've got a big stand.
My little 19-ouncer. My cousins love they're dead on with the slots and all that stuff. I'm like, well, I grew up with this. This is what I use.
Yeah, I've had my big Stanley framer, my Black Max Stanley framer since I think 2003. Haven't broken it.
Smack one on the toe. Yep. It's the discipline.
Hey, Theo.
It's the discipline hammer. Don't you act up. Bam! You can do a lot of work with a 2-ounce hammer. I don't care.
I'll be right back, gentlemen.
All right.
Gimp over to the other side of the building here for a minute.
Yeah, that 5-piece hammer set is only, the free bid is like $4.
Yeah, so you make out.
Yeah, I'm hoping I get something off all stuff.
I was perusing around the eBay today. I'm like, I'm like, and then I'm like, why am I on here? I'm like, I don't need none of this stuff.
Yeah,
Uh, I'm going to honestly, I'm going to blame Theo on this real quick. I saw his 1980s Snap-on ratchet video. I typed in 1985 Snap-on ratchet on eBay, and I found this cool listing for $100, and I missed the option for it. You got half drive, 3/8 drive, and quarter drive. It was the old Snap-ons where before round handle they were the flat handles, the
Mhm.
more like kind of. I don't have it behind me, unfortunately. It's like the Bonnie style or the old Craftsman flat handled, all for $100. And I'm like, that's not a bad deal, but do I need it? I'm like, no, and I said, no, I don't need it. And I saw it went for a straight $100. I'm like, I should have bought it. He's like, everyone's like, why would you buy it? I'm like, just hang it in the house on the mantle. Just because.
Right.
For no reason. I just crap. I do stuff like that. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't like. I have old 1930s tools and stuff. Like my idea is to have like a little trophy case of like old aesthetic tools from the old days to how we got to today. I have a spark plug socket for a 1920 something, 1930 something Model T. It's a big piece of metal, and you turn it. It's not an actual socket.
Mhm.
It's just like I'm like, cool. It is what it is.
Right.
So regrip, they're good. Check out something called regrip. They're good for him. What is regrip?
Regrip.
Yeah, what is that? Yoda Doug's talking about something. Check out something called regrip. They're good for hammers. Is that a brand or a adhesive?
Good question. 'Cause I know of grip, but I don't know of regrip.
Yeah.
I got a 12-pound sledge from Grip from a store up in Michigan for like $5. The brand of handle grip. Oh, so it goes over different tools.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So they're handles to go over tools.
I got duct tape. It works. It works.
Right? Black duct tape.
I have a
The best.
half drive half drive Craftsman that I've had, round head, old tooth count, wrapped straight up in duct tape, super thick as my comfort grip on it. And it just, all right, cool. This thing still works 20 years later.
Come on, Ken.
Oh, the nice budget.
Oh man.
So Cajun, my coworker just bought himself a U.S. General box. He should be
Which
picking.
one? The 2 or 3?
That's what I don't know. I don't know if he bought a 3 or a 2. Do they have Series 3 6-drawer cards?
Yeah, that's the 34-inch Master Tech.
Yeah, it looks like the snap. It's kind of comparable to a Snap-on card. So
All right.
there's. So I don't know which one he bought. But he's picking that up. I'm like, my other coworker has a Series 2, and he's got that thing loaded pretty good. I'm like, shake the drawers. It doesn't seem nothing's wrong with it to me as far as the box is concerned.
Right.
Like he was intent on buying it, and he went and bought it. I'm like, well, cool. At least you got a box.
It wasn't so much the roll carts they were saying that about. They were saying that about the 72-inch
Oh, the it wasn't the carts. It was more the bigger boxes.
Yeah.
So he should be set up good because we don't need nothing more than roll carts really at our shop. I just have a 46-inch Husky box in. There's it's a little big for what we do, but at the same time, I can justify the space because I'm always adding to it with like taps and dies and gear pullers specifically for some reason lately. And
Mhm.
I reorganized my box over like a 2-week period. I'm like, okay, cool. My box is back to kind of where it's functional for me again. Because I kind of just let it get out of hand for like a year. I'm like, I didn't care. What's between and pulling on slinkies? All right, Bubba. Come on, little baby. Go, my little fur child from hell. My little fur baby. No, like from my impressions of the U.S. General coworkers, give a couple of them. They're not bad boxes as far as I'm concerned, from the $300 to $500 range.
Hmm.
They will work. My coworker, I think, is more about I want quality tools. He doesn't want to spend snap on money, but he'll spend some money, he said. He's been looking at a lot of the stuff I actually use on a daily basis, which is the smart thing to do, in my opinion. When you do tech work, see what the other guys are using mostly, and buy that in that brand or whatever brand you make. What's up, Piston Honda?
That TV, Mr. Honda 87. Hello.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go, Cajun?
I'm here.
All right.
I don't know why my camera's not working.
Pat CB, how are you?
I'm thinking I might be in the twilight zone here.
Uh-oh.
I'm about to get in the truck, so give me just a few.
Wow. I like how I got a nickname all of a sudden. My name is Anthony now, all of a sudden. It's great. Makes me feel like I'm 7 years old again.
So make sure those 2 stores that didn't get done go back up on the board. Cool.
I don't know. It was like 5 something. He gave me 4 stores at 5. It was like almost like 5:40.
I know, like he doesn't realize there's traffic out
Yeah,
there.
it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm a soldier. I go, but
And then he whines if you're out there after fucking 7 o'clock. Like I don't want guys out doing liquor stores that's late.
man, I went to the store as soon as I go, and it was 45 minutes away.
Yeah, that's how you get wrecked. That's how you get fucked with. You don't be out there doing liquor stores that late.
You're right. That's where all the fools come out, start hanging out in front of the door. We'll get this truck unloaded.
Yeah, get the truck unloaded and yeah, I don't think there's anything else on the street.
Well,
It worked on the pack.
what's the thing? You have to wiggle
That's
that.
probably
All right,
There's
so
not
the
much
dirt.
on the street.
All right,
Like
so
he's asking me.
I got you.
Call me in the morning, Joey.
Good night, guys. See you later. See you.
All right.
So basically, once this is put
I'll catch you when I get in the truck, gentlemen. It's getting noisy in here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to jump on, I did send you a link. Oh, man. and I bought something from Renegade. Everybody knows what that is. A brake bleeder kit.
What did you get? Like the little Mighty Vac system?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's good. The silver line one?
I think so.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I'm looking into getting like some sort of I need to get like an old school like a radiator thing for like pressure testing. Like an old school one where it has like the 3 adapters and that's it. I don't have one at the house actually. I want like an older one where I could pressurize the system and see if I could force like some of the air out and see where I'm getting leaks at on some of the stuff I do.
Mm-hmm.
All I need is to figure out what adapters I would need to put on these things and see where we're going. Because we're having some issues with a lot of coolant flow.
The Mighty Vac has got to be a lot better than that cheap old green-handled OEM one.
Mighty Vac's even cheap stuff I've had good luck with though.
Mm-hmm.
Mighty Vac's a pretty solid brand. I've never had issues with any of their things. Maybe a couple of things when it comes to doing that with like the O-rings, but this is a friggin' O-ring you put back in place maybe. Like, I mean, but then again, I'm also the guy with the Gatorade bottle with a clear tube and something put in it to bleed brakes.
Right.
My coworker's like, "What do you have with empty bottles in the bottom of your box?" I'm like, "Bleed brakes by yourself." And so I used what's it called? I would pump the brake and use a hood prop to hold the brake and then go crack it. Doing it by myself though, without like this is before I all the fancy stuff with the air systems and all that stuff. So pump, hold it in place, go crack it. You gotta learn how to work by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you could even use a cane if you have to.
That's why I like the brake bleeding kits because you can pretty much work by yourself.
Nice.
And this is the Blue Point brand one.
All right, it's basically the same thing then. Nothing different. No, so what's your opinion on the U.S. General? Like, you think this car's going to hold up for this guy?
As long as he don't use and abuse it,
It means he's committed to staying with us for like good 2-3 more years.
it should work out just fine for him. I mean, as long as he takes care of it.
Yep. Like,
you don't go hog wild and try to push it 15 miles an hour across the floor shop. That ain't going to work.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen by any means. Like, to me, it's a good thing that he's shown investment in himself. Like, I told him, you have tools at home, right? He's like, yeah, I got tools at home, but I used to do maintenance. I'm like, dude, 90% of that stuff will bridge into here, dude. He's like, I told him, I'm like, what don't you have? And he's like, I don't understand like the daily routine stuff that I'm going to need. I'm like, don't worry, dude, I got you. Did you get an email when you started your job? He's like, no, I got it. And I hand wrote him a list. I showed him the original OEM list of tools required for the job when I started 4 years ago. I'm like, this is what they emailed me. This is what I say we need to do our job as techs. And he looked, he's like, your list is way different. I'm like, that list is based off the 4 years I worked here.
Theo!
Specific.
Yo.
What's up, Theo? How you doing, Theo?
Good. How about you, Anthony?
Fantastic. I want a day off, Theo. I want to work for myself, but I'm starting to feel like I'm doing that for someone else right now. I've had 2 days off this month.
Oh, I never really have a day off.
Yeah. You work for yourself and you love it.
Well, but that doesn't mean. How you want to say that? Yeah, I love it, but that doesn't mean you work less. You're more likely work more.
Yep. You got to get it done.
Yeah.
Just feels a little more promising when it's all going into your pocket.
Yeah, but sometimes you can also piss beside the pot, and then it's, then it's still your responsibility. So you don't
Yep.
always win.
What projects do you have behind you, Theo? We got a couple things
Oh,
back.
that's at Ford.
There's the
It's really-
6.0.
That was the 6.0 delete.
Oh, the one where you're doing the motor swap, right?
Yeah. So now we're in the cab. We're getting close to being done.
That's the one the boys been helping out with.
Yeah. Oh, they help. They're here in the shop all the time, so they're always helping with something. It's good for them.
Hey, she's setting everyone up on that one.
I'll bet you're my favorite hooker. So
Uh-huh. Oh man. What else is going on in the shop life?
I'll just keep plugging away. So
It's all we really can do, right?
yeah. As soon as I got these two projects done, then I'm going to take the shop for myself for a couple weeks. I got a bunch of shit I need to work on. So for myself, it needs to be done.
ASAP.
I bought a daily driver for myself a long while ago. I haven't driven it for almost a year.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your daily driver? that you
Well,
bought?
I need that transmission to put in it. You
Is
just
that
can't
the
find it. Just can't find the time
Chevy
for it.
K20 or whatever it was, right?
No, that's my daily driver now. But that other Chevy, that 02, that used to be my daily driver. So it took, the transmission took a shit. So, well, I guess that Chevy, with the Cummins swap, got nominated to be my daily driver, and been daily driving it for a year now.
Just 3 hours off Apache. We're waiting on load again. We are really seriously debating on pulling a contract from this company,
Okay, and then doing what?
going to a different company.
Yeah, have you been negotiating with a different company?
No, not yet.
Do that first before you say no. Raging.
They've been giving us maybe 2 loads a week. We haven't been really making. We've been making money, but not the money we're usually making.
Yeah.
They're kind of hurting our overall.
Right. So make your start negotiating with with another company before you pull the contract with these guys.
We got a few companies in mind, like CFI and stuff like that, going over there being owner operator for them. They do $1 a mile, $1.20 a mile, something like that. All fuel included, but more consistent.
They cover the fuel.
Yep.
So
More consistent mile.
Jesus, man, that still sounds too tight to me.
Well, considering we're a team, we can run like 8,000 miles a week, 6,000 to 8,000 miles a week. If we can start doing that more consistently, then what we're doing here, it'll be worth it.
For $1 a mile?
Yeah, $8 grand a week.
Never look at the full picture when it comes to that. Don't ever look at the last dollar amount. or the weekly dollar amount, because in the end of the day, $1 a mile is only $1 a mile.
Mhm.
Well, because what is it normally, like $3 a mile?
Well, right now we're only getting $1.60 a mile, so the miles have really dropped off. They're not being consistent anymore.
Yeah, you're getting $1.60 a mile, and you got to cover your own fuel.
Up to a certain point, we get a fuel surcharge, but
Okay, so what do you spend on fuel? 60 cents?
no, they give us, depending on what the rate is in the U.S. at any given time, it's between 40 and 70 cents a mile for the fuel surcharge. So, talking about an average week, you're looking around 3,000.
Okay, well, you got to pay your own fuel, right? With $1.60.
Besides the fuel surcharge, besides what they upload. Hang on, let me get here. I need the notebook.
Yeah, see, Diabolical says the same thing. Hey,
Figures for this
Diabolical,
one.
how are you, by the way? He says his dually cost him 68 cents a mile to run. I thought the same thing, Diabolical. I thought $1 a mile was a little low, but
That's all stuff I don't know about how to calculate and all that stuff.
well, but you gotta keep in mind, like I said, don't ever look at that's $8,000 a week. Well, but if they only give you 2 loads and you make $3,000 a week, then it's not enough, right?
No, would be worth it then.
Right. So you need to be at a minimum. So basically, you need to say I need $1.50 a mile because you get the wear on your tires, the wear on your engine, transmission, all those things, brakes. You got to cover that. And then you got to look at what your annual maintenance cost is. And then you break that down to the miles that you drove that year. And then you know what your maintenance is per mile, right?
Yeah.
And I want to bet you got really close to that $1. If you look at tires, brakes, oil, and your truck is getting older. So, now it's just a matter of time. You're going to have to do an engine rebuild, depreciation. Yes, Diabolical, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just talking about regular maintenance, money that comes straight out of your pocket, cash that comes out of your pocket.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got to calculate all that in.
So, Miss Carol, how are you?
Hey, Jamie, how are you? Like I said, I think $1 a mile is not enough, but that's my opinion. But
So I think the people that are doing all like the food eats and the Postmates and all that, like they're beating their vehicles to hell.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but keep in mind, a car is cheaper to maintain than a semi.
Oh yeah, admittedly, yeah, it is admittedly. Yeah, I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just
Right.
like they're being hung out to dry. Like they got to buy. I had a friend driving for them, and he went through 5 sets of tires in 1 year.
Right.
Right. I mean,
Well, that
that's
means he drives what 100,000+ miles, 120,000 miles a year.
something like that. He went through 5 sets of tires in a year. He had a brand new
Yeah, I
Toyota
mean-
and like destroyed it basically.
Yeah, so easy figuring. Let's say you get 25,000 miles out of your set of tires.
Like,
Right.
He's just blowing through them. He's driving that much. Like
Right.
I was like, but I'm like, does the company help pay for these costs? And he's like, nope.
What's up now? Can I leave that money back in the console? Or
He was telling me that they didn't help him buy tires, do
no, I
maintenance.
just put this down.
You're
Just
basic,
came out of my
if you're driving that much, Theo. Oil changes and
No,
basic
I
stuff.
think
Yeah.
You're constantly in
Adds
and out.
up.
Boom, 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 boom. And he's like, they don't pay for that. I do. I'm like, but
Right.
how much do they take out of your fare? So let's just say $25. He's like, I get this percentage.
Let me
Right.
see.
Well, okay, so there's a big
Well, backhaul, I don't know about that, but $1 a mile don't sound right.
Yeah, backhaul. When we gotta book our own freight, that really hurt.
What's that?
Sometimes whenever we get into a bad area that this company don't really have freight coming out of, and we gotta book our own load, we pay for all the fuel. They don't pay for jack shit on fuel.
Right. Well, then what you charge then? $3 a mile?
Depending on what the brokers are willing to pay.
Yeah, but it should boil down to $1 a mile number. You should have a rough idea what that's supposed to be.
It's a big deal for you to do, Cajun. Like, how do you break down when you do loads and stuff, man? Like how it works. I don't know how. There's a lot of mathematics involved.
No, it's not. On the end of the day, you take your numbers from last year, and you should have an idea of what your maintenance cost is and stuff like that, and how much you spend on tires, and and then you add all that up, all your maintenance records. You add that all up, and you divide it by the miles that you drove that year. You keep track of that, right, Ragin?
Yeah.
Then you know what your cost. Then you know what your maintenance cost is per mile. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you got to make money. So, you got to add, I'd say add about 50% on top of that, at least at a bare goddamn minimum, 35%.
Trying to look up there.
You're right, Diabolical. The list is long. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't drive a truck, Theo, so I don't know. I'm just like,
Yeah, but it's on the end, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. On the end of the day, it boils down to the exact same thing.
it's like trying to maintain a car, just on a bigger scale.
See, when I was doing custom work with my tractors, I was charging $90 an hour, and I was on the cheaper end. But the biggest difference was everything was paid for. So my cost was about 1/3 of that. And then I had
So
employees on top.
Mobile guy, Theo.
And then I had employees on top of that. And then so most of the time I could bring home, half to 1/3, somewhere in there.
Minimum Jeep is around 48 cents a mile all in.
Hey, Tar Heel.
Just gonna go back to a kickstart. I'm gonna just build me a kickstart motorcycle. Kick it over and get thrown over the
Brett
handlebars.
says they have programs and apps for that. I know my Jeep is around 48 cents a mile all in. And that's cost, right, Pat? So then you still got to make money. Yep, you're right, Rail. There's a lot involved in it. I was just pointing out a couple of the basic things, But yeah, you got insurance, you got you got tags, all those things. So
With Panther, we pay, I think, close to $1,000 a week for all that.
what?
I think with Panther, we pay close to, the wife will know the numbers a lot more than I would, but I think we pay close to $1,000 a week for that.
Yeah, see, that sounds about fair, Jamie. You should be able to run your vehicle for about 65 cents a mile. So, well, maybe not with your Ford 460, but
I saw she just got that thing. She got that one going, right?
yeah, but
Tar Heel, he is on a benefit auction live stream right
But anyway, so when you start negotiating with companies like that, you need to know your numbers.
now. Yeah, I'll let the wife handle that.
Yeah, but you should know that for yourself too, Ragin. Yeah, but Bocce, you know, when you drive something like that, you know, miles per gallons are worth something too.
Oh, Bocce went on a ride along.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yep. I hear you, Diabolical. I hear you. You only need to include all that. When you get those, when you know those numbers, then you know you also gotta then you know what your costs are per mile, right? So.
Yep.
So like I said, $1 a mile sounds kind of low to me, but.
Hey, JWC.
JWC, how are you?
Yeah, this company here, they're just drivers. They're losing left and right. These
What's that?
Panthers, they're losing a lot of owner up.
They're losing a lot of what?
Owner up. They're losing a lot.
I wonder what you're looking at. What are you looking at, East Coast Ken? So I need to stay off eBay. I've been looking at eBay too much lately.
Oh, again, the Facebook Marketplace we get best rental.
Yeah, you're right, Diabolical. But knowing your numbers, you also know what you know, how far you can go, right?
Yep. Yeah, the brokers see if you don't know that.
I can partially disagree with that. One project ends and another one starts. Sometimes you have 3 projects going all at once because you know which one.
Yeah, no shit.
You got 4 of them all at the same time.
You don't hear me still?
I can still hear you. You're
Yeah.
a little rattly though.
I still can't figure out why my camera's not working.
Hey, you got it turned on?
Yeah.
Give it the middle finger. Maybe that work. Make it work.
Can't do that with new stuff, right?
Threaten it. You're gonna beat it with a hammer.
Oh, I was taught, hey, get a bigger hammer.
You can fix
There you
anything
go.
with a hammer.
I liked your video, Theo. The 1980s snap-on ratchets, man. That was cool.
Maybe
I almost bought $100 worth of old school snap-on ratchets based off that video.
You're breaking up, Raging. What was that?
I said maybe the fact that I'm not on the headset tonight. I'm on the earbud.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad, Raging.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, that's right, Bocce. Frosty, take the tape off the camera lens.
Yeah, I had the phone in the bathroom this morning. Shit. I thought that's what it was for.
Yeah, I try to as well, Jamie, but sometimes I can't help myself. So
I want to know what her 3 projects are that she has, though. It could be anything with Jamie. For all I know,
Well,
she's
she's-
building a damn airplane.
she's got 2 Fords and a Jeep.
Well, she has 2 Fords now?
Mm-hmm.
So she has a 460, right?
Yeah, that's the
I
newest
know
one.
she has a Jeep. What's the other Ford?
What's that? An F-250, Jamie?
Got one with a Windsor in it, no?
Yeah, it's an OBS, old body style.
Square body.
Yeah.
I thought you ended up with a diesel at some point, like a diesel power stroke, right?
Yeah, she had a Cummins. But I'm pretty sure that project left the building. So
One woman can change tires in their own kitchen.
that's not a project, though. She says.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All righty. I
Oh,
had to
that's-
get the wife headset on.
Yeah, that's much better. The other one was like correctly up, pretty good.
That's what I was on right there.
Yeah.
Probably getting ready to go dinner.
What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man?
Hey, Brandon.
Brandon, how are you?
Brandon's giveaway is getting ready to go up.
I think this Saturday. I think it's Saturday.
Wiring correction. Yeah, I'm doing that too. Yeah, I've been breaking shit again.
Here right now. I think.
It's part of my job, though, but I wasn't meant to break the way I broke it.
That wasn't too bad here today. It's windy.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of wind over here, Theo, which is weird for this time of year. We normally don't get a lot of wind.
Yeah, I fired that project up yesterday on the live stream, Anthony.
Which one?
That Ford.
Oh, yeah, that's probably when I tuned into the live stream and I fell asleep. I've been missing everyone's streams. I've been coming home and falling asleep, just laying
Hey,
down.
David Carlisle, how are you?
I fell asleep on Thursday. Jude was on. I fell asleep on Saturday. Jude was on again. And I'm missing.
I'm
everything.
already in bed when Jude gets on.
Yep. I'm gonna tune in. There's Theo. It's only like 5:30, 6 o'clock my time, and I was like, I wake up and there's my beer. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm done. You know you've been working too much when you lay down and you just fall asleep. You didn't intend to.
Yeah.
That's how it's been. I got a 19-year-old kid that's like, I'm tired. I'm like, dude, you had 12 days off. You owe me 12 days of work.
Wow, Bocce, 104?
104 degrees?
Yeah.
We're Bocce's in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Southern California, we're at 70. We're barely breaking 75.
Hey, Jude,
Yeah, Brandon. I will actually not disagree with him on that. I do think I was on your stream before someone. I think I fell asleep listening to your stream on Saturday.
Daryl.
We're gonna even lie. I think that's a possibility. That's a 95% truth.
So, Jamie, you put a new thermostat in your 460? it's handling the. It stays cooler now.
I like to get a 180 thermostat in mine and just take a pair of dikes and clip the spring-loaded part out, throw it in the trash, and just put the restrictor washer in there.
I've done that before alongside the road. Truck was overheating. Pulled the thermostat out. Clipped the whole centerpiece out. So because the outer ring was the O-ring, dropped it all back in there. Threw an extra gallon of water in it and went on truck and never got hot again.
And they don't take too long to warm up. If you got a good clutch fan, they work.
Yeah, my Cummins likes to get up to about 190. I was thinking about maybe dropping changing the thermostat out so it drops, so it pops open at about 180. Yeah,
if you can get
I
ahead
can.
of the game.
Huh?
You want to get ahead of the game, start pulling the temp out early.
Yeah, well, I'm still running the original radiator too. So maybe I need to do something that's a little bigger radiator. And maybe do a fan clutch delete. That's
Wouldn't be a half bad idea.
Huh?
Wouldn't be a half bad idea.
What?
Do your fan clutch delete.
Well, I used to do it on my tractors too. I mean, you drop the temperature quite a bit, and the transmission actually benefits more of it than your engine. Because my transmission gets almost as hot if it's pulling. I don't like it when that gets up to about 180. I like to keep that like 150 or lower. JWC Tech.
Hey, JWC Tech.
Well, like I said, I still run the original copper radiator like for a 350. So I was thinking about maybe getting the big block radiator. That's it's a little bit bigger.
Sometimes bigger is better. Oh, I should have said that.
Yeah, here we go. Go ahead, Bocce. Start typing. Come on, Ken.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
So is that critical quarter inch?
It's on the toolbox.
Just finished cutting.
That's called multitasking.
Sure is.
Cutting his hair and still in the toolbox.
Really? It comes in green, pink, and green.
So it costs 1,500.
What are you looking at that for, Ken? 98 Celica for 1,500. Probably almost nothing wrong with it. It came from a good owner.
Hey now, Ken. I still got that laser for sale. You can pick that thing up cheap.
Always say no one wants a small coffee cup.
Ooh, all right. Little kid. Oh, can be a daily driver for the youngins.
Huh.
All right. All right. I can ride a motorcycle, but I can drive a manual like crap. Two different skill sets.
So all I used to drive was stick.
Well,
That's what
and
she said.
honestly, it's the best option. You get everything.
Well,
you
it
need.
depends on because stick kind of sucks because if you have somebody on the phone or whatever, it's really hard to have a conversation.
Well, you're not supposed to be on the phone in the vehicle.
Well, you have one of these.
Yeah, I don't have that, but
We're talking modern days.
I'm still old school. I don't have Bluetooth. I don't have Bluetooth in my truck. What the hell?
My grandpa's like, my car had no power and steering, dude. We had to actually work with it.
Well, hell, I don't even have air conditioning. Well, I do, but I got.
Yeah, you do. You roll the window down.
I was just about to say I got to roll the window down. I call that.
What is it?
Dude, well, my coworkers, I like those old trucks where they had the little window where it went like this. You mean the little wing window on the front of the truck where it conditioned the truck? Every single truck I've ever been in my life growing up had that. Then they disappeared.
Yep, that's what mine has.
That little wing window.
Yep.
Oh my God, we don't need this extra system in the vehicle. They're like, dude, my coworker's like, how old are you?
I like it.
He's 38.
It's the first window I open up. Is that?
It's the important window.
It is.
Can't manual cars anymore.
I got into a conversation, Theo. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you. You would understand. Even Cajun would. He started his conversation, why are carburetors better than fuel injection? I'm like, it was 6 a.m. I was just I didn't even have a cup of coffee. I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, he's like, you could do so much with a 2.0. I'm like, I understand the carburation versus the fuel injection and, the tuning and all that. I get that, kid. What is the point of this conversation? He's like, but we could do so much more. I can get 600 horse. I'm like, whatever you want out of your vehicle, you can get. I prefer old school carbureted stuff because I can fine tune it to what I want it to do.
Right.
Like, he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you take a flathead screwdriver and you go boom, 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 boom. You can make it do something. You flood a fuel injector system, you're kind of fucked.
It depends on the fuel injection.
A little bit, yes. Like he was asking me about. The problem is he was asking me a lot of stuff at the same time too early in the morning. He was asking about carburetors, early EFI, modern stuff, and then more modern stuff where you need the computer. I'm like, what do you want from me? I like old school carburetors and early EFI I can play with. What are you looking out of? What answer do you want me to give? He's like. And he likes his
they all have their place. On the end of the day, it depends on what the person is comfortable with. That's it.
Like I told him, I'm like, what I told him, like, with my Harley Davidson, I'm like, here, let me use my bike as an example. My Harley is fuel injected. Do I love it? No. Do I hate it? Yes. It's more complicated to work on because it's a 2E18.
Yep.
Pain in the ass, obviously, for me. More wiring, more this, more that. My old stuff that had carbs, I'm like, the difference is with a carburetor, you get more in tune with your machine and you learn how it operates. You can fine tune it. And it can be something that's eighth of a turn on a jet.
Well,
you can do that.
When we got those big old
you need a computer or a diagnostic.
Tell you what, when we got those big old CV carbs, and then the flat slides after that, And even the S&S Super E's, you know, we were spoiled. We had an accelerator pump, we had a fairly responsive piece, and you could make the bike run. But some of that early stuff was fucking trash.
Yeah.
I mean, like Briggs and Stratton trash, you know. I mean,
Like-
look at a Super B didn't even have an accelerator pump. You had to roll the throttle on.
Like
You know.
I appreciate what the M8 is capable of, though.
I don't have the M8. I've got a twin cam, and I think that helps.
The difference. So there's twin cam A and there's twin cam B, though.
Well, I have the A. I have the non-balanced twin cam.
Yeah. So you got one that might fight you a little bit.
Well, it's not bad. Mine was fucked up because mine was the first one with rollarized cam chains, the first one with a 6-speed, and the first one with closed loop Delphi fuel injection.
Oh, you had a hybrid baby that they didn't know all the bugs where they were.
No, they let us do the R&D. I had a 2006 Dyna, and let me tell you, everything that could have fallen off or broke on that bike broke. But ever since everything's been replaced and I made it mine, that thing is rock solid reliable. It rides beautiful. But to get it right, I mean, I'm 180 degrees from what the factory set it up like. You know?
Yeah. See, like that's kind of what I'm going through with my bike. Mine's an 18. I'm technically first generation soft toe frame on my lowrider.
Right.
So like I don't have a lot of aftermarket left, so I got to cobble together stuff from other companies and make it work.
Right.
And that's
Hey,
what I'm doing.
I'm gonna call it a night, guys.
Later.
See you, Theo. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thank you for having me on, Raging. Everybody in the chat, make sure you
I
hit
wish
that
I
like button, support this man, and we'll catch you all on the next one.
Wish I could have been more talkative, brother. Good to see you.
You take care, Frosty.
All right now.
This is like, so like my bike is a whole different animal compared to what I had. I had an 06 Sport, had an 81 iron, and all three bikes are monstrously insane, aside from the other bikes I've played with. But then it also negates the fact that when I got in that conversation with this guy, I'm like, what is the question you're really asking me? What are you asking me? Because none of this, like the kid doesn't. I'm like, you're 27. No vehicle you've ever been in actually has a carburetor. I'm like, what is the point of this conversation? What do you want out of me? Like, I was confused by this conversation. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I could do this, and this with this. I could do this, and this with this. You know, I'm like, I think it boiled down to he wants performance out of the car. I'm like, that's a different package. What you want to do with your vehicle depends on what you want to do with it. You can make it a quarter-mile car. You can make it a performance car where you do a road course run consistently. You can make it do long distance. You can make it do a lot of things. I told him, I can make my bike do a quarter mile with 120 to the rear end if I want. But I don't want to. I know where I want to stop at my stage packs. And I want to stop at stage 3 because I like the range that it delivers. I'm not about redlining and performance. I want torque and comfortable riding. That is a different thing, though. None of them know how it works. So when it goes to one wheel, I'm like, guys, you think 60 to 110 torque on one wheel? It's a whole different thing. It's not a friggin' car, guys. Trust me. It's a
I'll
different
tell
thing.
you something. After all the different combinations of bullshit I tried with my bike, different cams, different pistons, different heads, different valve sizes, different pipes, different intakes. Best thing I ever did with my bike was I went on eBay, bought a brand new set of, or a used set of heads and barrels, and I took them to Dave Mackey in Oxnard and bought his Megasphere set. I bolted that fucking thing on there. It makes 105 horse, like 110 torque, and that was barely broken in. And it doesn't ping. It can be 110 outside going uphill in the wrong gear, and it doesn't rattle.
You're not getting that little.
It just works. That guy knows what he's doing.
That means he's using really good gauge piping and all that stuff, or whatever he's doing right.
He's doing it right. Dave Mackey Engineering. Look up the Megasphere. I don't know if he has it for the Milwaukee 8, but he has it for the Evo and for the Sporty.
I have an old school rigid Paco frame. I want to put an 80-inch Evo in, and I kind of like I have to kind of restore the frame because it's rusted to hell. And I want to do that, and then put an 80-inch Evo in with a 4-speed change, or maybe in a 5 and a 4 gearbox, and do something with the exhaust, like something like upsweeps or like straight shotgun style pipes where they're even cuts or side cuts, something like that.
If I were going to do another bike, I'd find an old FX shovel head.
I got a friend that has an FXR, and oh man, I'm jealous of her. Her dad bought that for her birthday for her. I'm like, this is wrong, but hey, she rides the hell out of it.
Too dangerous around here. Everybody, I don't know what it is about that 110 freeway. The closer you get to downtown and South LA, people don't want you being in front of them. Like, they're willing to knock you off your bike to keep you from getting in front of them. I mean, not knowing that
big blocks and big bugs.
you can't just sit there in traffic. The bike will overheat. You got to split lanes. I don't split lanes because I enjoy it.
R1. I didn't know you rode, Ken. I didn't know Ken rode. I don't care what anyone rides, man. I'll ride with him. My buddy rides with Suzuki Cruiser. He's not riding. What is he riding? He's riding Suzuki.
What'd you order, Jamie?
600, like an adventure style bike. He's on his way up to Oregon right now.
Probably order a new hairbow.
Does anybody shoot fiberglass bows anymore? I mean, fiberglass laminates like the old style?
No.
That's just a thing of the past now, huh?
Probably.
That's too bad, man. That was an art. I love my recoil bow. Where my grandpa had one. His was 50 pounds, and we were kids. It didn't feel like 50 pounds trying to pull the string up on that thing. It felt like about 6 tons. And he knew how to do it. He would put the tip in the crook of his shoe and dip the thing like he was dancing with it. Bam! It was strong and ready to go. I'd pull on that thing with everything I had, just afraid I'm going to break it, and I could not get that string locked on.
I remember Jamie telling us this thing about bows before. Those are works of art.
I've got a crossbow.
Okay. Yeah, well, selling the bike kept food on the table and shelter over the kids. You had to make a hard decision at that point, in my opinion.
You're at that dash.
Oh no! Where'd Raging go?
Poof. Yeah, Jamie, is that the horseback style bow? It's a small recurve for coming from horseback.
I'm on my damn phone. I can't see the comments. Giant hair bow.
I'm not sure what that means. So it was a long recurve bow then. What it sounds like.
Well, what's more important is can you shoot the damn thing, Jamie?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not going to question her on that. I guarantee 100% she can.
Very nice.
I'm going to question anything that woman ever says to me.
Tomorrow happens to be Mrs. Frosty's birthday, so I'm going to spend some time with her. She will not tell me what she wants for her birthday, so I'm just going to take her to that damn Pandora store and turn her loose, buy her breakfast, and just not go to work and spend some time with her. Unfortunately, I'm wounded and gimping around.
I just put your mouth through. You're all right.
Oh no, Bad Raging, you didn't order the general box, did you?
No. No, not yet.
Man, before I did that, I would get 3 of those carts and bolt them together.
If you see all the tools, I got it.
Tomorrow's going to be fun. I'm waiting for my coworker to come in with his little box. I'm going to stick his drawers.
Yeah, I don't think that. I'm pretty sure I can take that stuff to the drawer if I really wanted.
65 yards, 3 in, and 8-inch pie plate after I shake the rust off. That's pretty damn good. I wouldn't want to make you mad.
No, Jed, I'd be still contemplate in the map below. With the hook and the power block, 898.
Minute of pie plate.
It's called Jamie Black Widow.
I guess that's just the middle of. I would. Really? Y'all not hear me?
I can hear you. I'm gone. What happened?
Did you shoot from the 75-yard? Having the wide drawers and the power drawers is a game changer. Yeah, having that power drawer would be a game changer, but I don't really need the power drawer. I've got the a big surge protector that I can mount on the back of it, plus that one that Harbor Freight has. I got all the surge protectors I need, and if I get the side locker, that's where all the batteries are going to go into, or the chargers. I am really contemplating on the 34-inch MasterTech though.
Well, I thought I got thrown out for bad behavior.
No, you cut out on your own.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
Genesis Tech, I am really contemplating that. Can't hear you. Did it, Anthony?
Oh.
I can't. I heard you a little bit. All right, well, thanks for showing up.
Oh, somebody's got their mic muted over there.
One second. How about now? Can y'all hear me good? Try talking, Anthony. Damn, what the hell's going on?
Whoa. Can you hear me, Cajun?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Weird connection problems tonight, huh?
Okay, I think it was the background noise from the train that was that you were around.
I went over a hill here over the 405 Spolvita Pass area there, and you lose cell signal when you come over the top. I think that's why it tossed me out. Back down in lovely North Hollywood. Well, you get the tranny in progress on your truck there?
Still yet to hear from him. He's got until next week. That's when we told him we'll be back in town.
Gotcha. Get that thing done so you can start buying tools again. Or
Yeah.
tool boxes.
Unfortunately, I've been bad.
Uh-oh, what'd you buy?
Well, I bought that thing from Renegade.
I missed it. What is it?
That Blue Point Mighty Vac brake bleeder kit.
Oh, nice. Nice. Everybody's got to have one of them.
And then I'm buying two I'm buying two ratchets from Theo, Country Mile.
Oh, the old Snap-ons?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a damn thing wrong with those. My favorite half-inch ratchet is an old industrial Snap-on 36 tooth. You know, with the black like Parkerizing on it. Standard handle, and that sumbitch just works. It's got somebody's name on it, and every nick and every ding in that thing tells a story. You know, I just love it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the big reveal video on that one. Yeah.
I've got a set of Williams USA ratchets, and other than the back drag kind of sucking, they're really stout, and they're identical to the old Snap-ons. I mean, the grind is a little different, but the kit is the same. You know, the anvil and the plate and the kit inside is all the same.
Uh-huh.
And that's what I've got in my cart now. I had my regular service cart. I spent a year with the Astro stuff I got from Joe, and I had those, you know, those Astro 6-point sockets with the fluorescent paint on them, so you could find them with a black light.
Uh-huh.
I ran them, and I ran the four ratchets that they make, you know, the 3/8 in the quarter body, the 3/8, the half in the 3/8 body, and then the little long quarter. I ran just those ratchets, just those sockets, and then the nano, you know, the short nano impacts they got.
Yep.
And the ratcheting wrench deal that goes with them. And I had just a plain Jane set of Tecton combination wrenches in there. And I beat the crap out of that stuff for a year straight and never had an issue with any of it. So I finally just said, let's put something else in there and we'll run it for a while. I really got to do a review on that stuff, like a real live review after a year. There ain't hardly any wear and tear on it. But I'm hoping after a year. Oh, I'm sorry.
You out, Anthony?
Try jumping out and coming back in.
I know what Ken bought. I've already seen it.
Well, you know what I bought? I bought that damn 40-inch cart. I don't know if I showed it to you. Black on black, Snap-on 40-inch cart.
Uh-huh.
And I tell you something, that is not a roll cart. I don't care what they tell you. That's a toolbox. I don't think it's going to come out of there and get rolled around. I have two other carts to get rolled around. That thing's going to hold a lot of shit. I just wish it was deeper. But it's a Snap-on. It gets a pass.
Video version drops his video resolution. It will take less than post screen. Less. Oh. Well, I'm running off of data on my tablet. So
That might have something to do with it.
maybe.
I
Usually has
did
some
get
good,
a, huh?
I usually have some good streams though. I gotta find the right setup.
Yeah. I haven't done it yet. I think all I have to do is verify my computer, and then I can do a stream and invite you guys on.
Hmm.
I haven't bought a whole bunch lately. I bought an air ratchet, a new air ratchet. I bought some taps. I bought a bunch of taps. I bought a little pipe tap set. I bought a metric set with taps and matching drills. I bought the Lang rethreader, and I bought a handful of fluteless guys. Machinist thread forming taps. That don't actually cut. They just kind of smush the threads back into shape. I'm getting ready to do a video on all that stuff. Just finding the motivation to do it. Seems like every time huh?
Jamie said the Lang respreading kit was nice.
I like it. I actually really like it. I mean, I remember seeing one for the first time years ago. I asked somebody for a tap, and they handed me one of those, and I'm like, "What? This is not going to cut a thread," But knowing what I know now, if you're just trying to repair a thread, that thing is bitching. Then I've got that stuff from Grip Edge that Mr. Joe keeps sending me. I think I kind of hurt Clay Coon's feelings the other day when I said I wasn't sold on the extractors.
No.
But
I wanna buy some tools for Mr. Joe, but golly, he's more than everybody else.
he's not cheap.
But he is.
He's not cheap, but he's always taken pretty good care of me. And I prepay him. I've usually got a negative balance, so he cuts me a pretty good deal on stuff. But certain things you just don't buy off a truck. Like I refuse to buy Milwaukee off a damn tool truck. I don't care what it is. I'm sorry, but and half the time I'm cheap and I buy its ugly orange sister anyway, or the green fucker. Love it or hate it.
I think I'm gonna get my Milwaukee from JD Pico.
There you go. I want to order a couple of things from him, especially since his recent bashing of Mr. Subaru. I enjoyed that. He got pretty relentless there for a minute.
Either JD Pico or there's another tool dealer that lives in my town. TexChoiceTools.com.
Oh, you got a sledge, Matt Sledge?
Yeah. He lives in my town. He gives me a pretty good deal.
He seems like he's got all kinds of stuff on his truck.
Yeah, his trucks are loaded down. His warehouse is loaded down. I've actually been to the man's house.
I didn't like the way he was picking on poor Joe, kind of kicking him while he was down, but truthfully, I think Joe sets himself up for it sometimes.
Here you go, JWC Tech. I'm going to make you a moderator so you can post your information on your eBay stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind buying some stuff from JWC Tech.
He's got some
He got nice
price.
tools.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, his garage is ridiculous.
Mhm.
I need rails, man. I need a good source for those cheap, well, not cheap, but those aluminum socket rails with the plastic holders. You know, the ones like Astro uses and also
Mhm.
uses anodized aluminum rails. I built 4 more of those plates that are 3 rails wide, and I started lining the top of that cart with these plates. It's actually working out really, really well, but there's something just not right about those flimsy, you know, stamped tin socket rails. I got to throw those away and get some nicer rails. It's only going to work. It's only going to work if they come on and off easy.
The stuff I'm going to be buying JWC Tech will be the newer stuff. What is it? Gen 4 from Milwaukee? Is that the stuff they just came out with? Gen 3 or Gen 4 stuff? The high-speed ratchet, long neck ratchet, the
I like.
mid-torque, high torque.
I don't need another mid-torque gun, but I need a high torque, and I want a 1/4 inch. Does Milwaukee have a dedicated 1/4 inch square drive gun?
I'm wanting to say yeah.
The only one I could find, which I have, is a, what do you call it, a Harbor Freight Hercules. And you know what? It's not bad. It's a 1/4 inch impact. I don't expect it to make but 35 pounds, you know?
Mhm.
You know, I'm not looking to mangle shit with it. I just want it to run nuts and bolts on and off.
Mhm.
Truth be told, battery life on it's really good. I really have no complaints with it. It's just not a very stout tool.
Right.
So, but I use the crap out of it. I'll use it until it breaks. Get another one. I think I paid $50 for it.
I don't know exactly know when I'm going to be buying all that, getting more deeper into the Milwaukee lineup, but it'll happen one of these days.
When I get this cart paid off, I really want that 861 Snap-on. I need to get into the 14.4 stuff.
There you go.
The ratchet, the 861, and then they've got a 1/4 inch gun too with a rocker trigger. I think it's a 825.
But there's the answer to your question.
Yeah, okay, they do have a 1/4 inch impact. I don't want the hex driver. I've got a pile of hex drivers I use as screw guns all the time. I want a dedicated impact wrench.
There's one in Tennessee around the Nashville area right now for like $1,200 to $1,600, Jamie.
Have you seen, guys, have you seen that Mechanics Time Saver power cart? Oh, it's a mean some bitch. They've got 2 different versions. Really nice. And I don't think they're under $2,000.
Mhm.
They're under $2,000 brand new. But you know, Cornwell makes some nice boxes.
Here you go. Here's the part number for you, Frosty.
Let me take a screenshot of that. Thank you, JWC Tech. Oh, I'm going to hobble into this liquor store here for a moment.
All right.
You want anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Beer?
Nope, can't have it.
All right. Jerky? Onions?
No, I just had some of that.
All right. Red Bull?
Nope, I drink Monster. I don't drink bull piss.
I tell you what, brother, my feet and my calves are turning red. I got to cut that out. And I'm drinking 3 of the big ones a day.
Yeah, you really need to cut the 3 big ones out, at least one a day. More
I've stopped.
than two energy drinks a day is bad for you. It's really bad for you.
I tell you what, man, I've stopped before. You go through weird withdrawal from these things.
Mm-hmm.
Sad thing is, I like coffee better.
I'll tell you what, this is not really an energy drink, but this thing gives me more energy than a Monster.
What is a sun drop?
It's a citrus soda.
Ah, maybe a little vitamin C, vitamin B shot.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I finish this here cigarette, I'm going to run into that liquor store.
C4 energy drinks not so good. I don't drink that C4 shit.
Oh, what's with all the ones that got creatine in them? The Bangs and... Oh. Ow. Oh, man, I jacked myself up. Energy drinks are toxic, Bocce. Yes, they are. Miss Carol, make me tingly. Don't like it.
Sun Drop is nectar from the Southern God.
JWC Tech, I did ask for the 12-point semi-deep. I don't know if he's going to get them yet or not. I've been asking him to get me some for a long time, and I don't know. He's got other shit to do. I may have to go somewhere else to get them.
Yeah, Sun Drop is definitely an old drink, David.
Yeah. JWC Tech, what does Sunex have for impact semi-deeps? You being the authority here.
Right now. Yep. Miss Carol Sun Drop is definitely yeah. 6 or 12 point.
Either.
Big Red is like Bark Root Beer.
Yeah. I've got enough 6-point. I've got enough 3/8 drive 6-point sockets to stretch around the earth 2 or 3 times. It's not enough.
You sound like Diabolical. Seeing this toolbox tours?
I got to do one of them.
Go over there and watch Diabolical Toolbox Tour. You'll be like, yeah.
I was watching Midwest Tool Review, and I think I might have him beat, but he challenged me. He wants to see the top of my box, so I might have to show him. But I wanted to wait until I had all the stuff that was still in cases on rails and in the top of my cart, you know. I've got 80 inches of top drawer worth of sockets.
Sunex part hashtag 3338.
That makes sense. I'll have to look at that. Do they have different drive sizes or just one drive size?
But no, the thing about Midwest Tool Review, he did not pay full price for pretty much anything in his toolbox.
He's a secondhand.
He's a deal getter, put it that way.
All right. You can't blame them for that.
Uh-uh.
Me, I see something, I want it, and I find a way to get it. If it's a deal, good. But
I'm wanting to bring him up on panel, but trying to get him off a panel is like pulling damn teeth.
he doesn't want to go on live, huh?
It's hard to catch him nowadays.
Gotcha.
Yes, I did. I said hashtag. They only have 3/8 semi deep. What's on that?
Gotcha. It's weird. They don't update their website. They're just as bad as Snap-on.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a bunch of stuff available, and we'd never know. Astro now has a long-handled flex head ratchet, or I should say ratcheting wrench, that runs their nano sockets. So I'm thinking there must be two. There must be a big size, like a half-inch style and a 3/8 style.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen it available anywhere yet.
The only thing I've got on Sunex is their 3/8 shallow swivel socket, impact socket.
I've got a set of those, the pinned ones.
I think I got the pinless.
Yeah, I have the pinned sockets from Sunex, and I have the pinless from Astro Pneumatic. I think I have 3/8 and half-inch, and then I just recently bought a set of 1/4-inch impact swivels, SAE standard and deep, and those are Blackhawks, believe it or not.
Hmm.
But it was a killer deal. I couldn't pass it up.
Oh, Bucky.
Channel Lock Pliers Garage. Oh man, speaking of channel lock,
Hey, Rich.
we've got an old True Value Hardware real close to the plant, and I keep an eye on tools that have been up on the shelf for a long time, and I buy them depending on how many layers of dust are on them. Because I know I can get them to cut me a deal. And they've had a set of Channel Lock brand screwdrivers, blue and white acetate handle. That thing must have been up on that shelf for 7 years, 7 or 8 years. Beautiful Channel Lock screwdrivers, like a 6-piece set. And I'm wanting to say they're discontinued. I don't think they're making them anymore. I nabbed that thing for $40 yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I probably
Man, this,
paid too much, but I wanted them.
the next 7 or 8 days is going to kill me. I cannot wait for those 7 or 8 days to be over with, and I find out what I'll actually put off of that site.
You gotta wait until you get your trans back, or find out if you're getting your trans back.
No, that's how long the auction, that particular auction's going for. Next 7 or 8 days.
Oh, I remember. You had bid on a whole bunch of stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
Nice. So now it's just waiting to see if anybody else bids.
Mm-hmm. Just keep an eye on it.
I got you. My boss is into collecting glass bottles and such. So he's always going to an auction website, and I'll go to estate sales with them sometimes just to see what they got. I've walked out of there with some nice stuff before, whether it be tools or knives or power tools, or air compressors. You never know, but
Nope.
you go on the last day where everything's half price, you can get shit for a really good deal.
Oh yeah.
And they're just looking to clear it out before it's got to go in a dumpster.
Usually after they get done with the estate sales, they'll call a nonprofit or something like that, or send it to the real auction.
Right. Well, there they'll have somebody else to sort through all that stuff.
Hmm. Like I worked for a nonprofit out in San Diego. African Alliance or something like that. But every week or every other week, I'd have to go pick up state. We'd have to pick everything up, put it in the totes and everything like that, clean up their mess. But usually there's a lot of stuff left
Oh yeah. You ever get to cherry pick?
all the time.
Hey, Genalock, I can't respond in type. I'm on my damn cell phone.
Surprised I ain't seen Clicker and shit.
I wonder
He
if
didn't
he's
come
live.
on at all last night.
Did he stream last night?
No.
No, I don't think he did. I was on with him the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Finally saw CP post something. I hadn't seen him post anything for days. I was starting to get worried.
Yeah. Analog oxygen handles were made by Pratt Reed, known as the old USA Master Force Service.
Pratt Reed, same as the old USA Master Force screwdrivers. Okay. Is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down, JWC Tech?
Well, if it's Canalock handle, I mean, you would think they'd be pretty good, right?
Should be. All right, let me hobble into this store. I'll be right back, brother.
All right.
Sure you don't want nothing now?
No, I'm good. I don't think I have much of Canalock stuff. Got a bunch of other stuff, but I might have one pair of pliers for Canalock. I got a Master Force drill driver. Not too bad. I showed it on one of my shorts on YouTube. Drilling in the wood. got poor man's tools. Come on now. Because she knows you don't like it. Come on, it'll be all right. Well, I got some truck stop tools right here in the toolbox in the truck. Hell, Ken. If anybody wants to jump on, the brand is Road Pro. It's not a bad brand, actually. Go into a Love's truck stop, Jamie, and you'll find it. Nice stuff there. Not top of the line by any means, but still some good burns.
Oh, Raging, you still there?
Yep.
Road Pro. What's a Road Pro?
Truck stop tool brand. Who's? I know she's full about Buc-ee's.
I don't have a double flaring tool. Why don't I have a double flaring tool? Oh,
I forget what brand it is, but I've got a double turn.
I've got singles. Mine are all Yellow Jacket, which is rebranded Imperial Eastman. Yeah, exactly. Get them from an AC shop. Mine's a Yellow Jacket, which is about the only place you can find the good stuff. It's Imperial Eastman.
I'll be right back. I gotta blow my nose.
Go for it, sir. Yes, Bocce. Bless you, Raging. How could you tell, JWC? I think that was a Scat Pack Charger. they're real common in the neighborhood. You got Scat Packs and Hellcats, and then you've got the Armenian kids all have, big motor BMWs and Mercedes. Oh.
I hate spring and summertime.
Channel lock, I have a B with the air brake manual. I don't think I have any restrictions either, except I'm supposed to wear my glasses. No hazmat. I don't have a hazmat, but I have passenger endorsement.
First one of them.
Well, you
Told
talk
him
about a Scat Pack or a Hellcat. He wants a Hemi car.
I drove
that electric Challenger looks like or electric Charger looks like a mean son of a bitch.
my little brother was doing recovery work. We went and repossessed a Hellcat Hemi, and
Nice.
I got to drive it back. I got to drive it back to Murfreesboro.
Is there anything left of it when you got there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, that's more power than anybody needs.
They might have needed to put a few back tires on it, but the engine was still there.
Yeah. I tell you, I mean, as long as the wheels are spinning, you're not hurting anything.
Nope. Yeah. Hey, if it works, right? I figure whatever tool somebody wants to buy, if it works for them and it gets the job done, then I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've got, I think, 6 of those Pittsburgh Professional soft grip ratchets. When somebody comes up and wants to borrow a ratchet, that's what they get to borrow.
I got a bunch of Pittsburgh Pro ratchets.
They're not bad.
Uh-uh.
They're not strong. I mean, I wouldn't hang on one. I wouldn't take it with me if I didn't have a backup. I wouldn't pick that one. But for a lot of jobs, there's no problem with them. I mean, honestly, the back drag's better than an Icon.
Mm-hmm.
The Icon's stiffer. Even though it's got more teeth, it's, the Icon's kind of stiff, where that stupid Pittsburgh, they were the way they sound, the way they click, it reminds me of those old shovel snowshoe headed proto ratchets.
Uh-huh.
Like the 24 tooth. They back up with no effort, zero effort, like there isn't even a pawl in there. Click, 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 and they work. I guess you figure when the teeth are that big, it's hard to break them.
Right?
Yeah.
I think those ratchets I'm buying from Theo are 36 teeth.
Yeah, 36 is fine. My favorite Koken is not a 72. It's a 36 tooth. Smooth as glass. I mean, you don't need a super fine tooth ratchet. I mean, Snap-on settled for a dual 80, and I think they did that just to be competitive, or they would have stayed with the 36s.
The one I got right here next to me in the little toolbox, I've got sitting inside the cab is the Capri 88 tooth flex head, 3/8
The
of
new,
drive,
the new one,
not the comfort grips. This is
oh,
the
okay,
chrome.
the chrome one. Are those 88 or 72?
I think those are 88.
Okay,
Let me
the
see.
old style Capri, the
So you
first,
hear
the,
it.
the first ones, right?
I think so.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that ratchet.
Orders. There you
I
go.
know they come out with a real long set of comfort grip ratchets.
Oh no, it's 72 too.
I think they, yeah, I thought they were 72. That's a nice ratchet though. I like that ratchet.
It's the Capri 3/8 inch low profile flex head ratchet, 72. Only paid 25 or $30 for it.
If you get a chance to, you're driving by Advanced Auto Parts, run in there and see if they have one of the old. I mean, what was their old brand? Tech Choice or something? TEC.
I think so. I think they're calling it T-Force now.
Yeah, they call it something else, and now they're calling their line Die Hard. But the old stuff, it was Tech. Um, those ratchets, I think, are identical to the Capri 72 tooth. You know, I did that video on the 90 where the Die Hard ratchets, the new Die Hards are the same as the 90 tooth Capris.
Mm-hmm.
Same ratchet, same pawl, very, very slight differences, but you could tell they come off the same line. Tech Correct was gear wrench.
I wouldn't doubt it, none.
I think some of their stuff was gear wrench, but I've seen a couple of ratchets come out of there that are identical to the Capri. I know there was one I saw that looked just like a Capri flex head. Now, them Die Hard wrenches, I don't know where they're coming from, but they've got a mean open end on them.
I've got some of the Duralast swivels, chrome swivels.
Oh, Duralast ain't bad. That's gear wrench or SATA.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Did it. Jamie's going through her first car show. Years.
Nice. I'd like to go racing and to get this damn car put together. But first thing I'm going to do, scratch this lottery ticket so I can go home.
Yeah. Make sure you won $1 million.
If I won $1 million, I'd be coming to visit, brother. Buy you that toolbox. Yeah, those numbers don't look very good. That ain't promising.
Usually when you find something really close to the target number, that ticket probably is not a winner.
Where are you going with good guys used to do that? Where are you going, Jamie? I
Well,
remember
go by me. Come on, Bocce.
when we got into nostalgia drag racing and started running the front end car, it was all good guys. They'd have, big car show, big drag race. And that kind of forced the NHRA to start doing the hot rod reunions. And then they started up that Heritage Series. They figured out a way to make money on guys trying to just go out and play sandlot ball and have fun.
You see, Bocce, there's a kicker to this. The faster I get my new toolbox, the faster the wife gets her toolbox.
Ah.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm really able to buy a new toolbox. I'm giving her I'm giving her that Husky 46 to do whatever she wants to do with it.
I don't think I'll ever get rid of my Husky box.
Oh, it ain't going nowhere. It'll still be in the house, but but it's going to her.
Yeah.
She does her little side things, her rock painting, or she wants to put it in the kitchen for her baking station, or whatever she wants to do with it.
Right. That is the right attitude.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you want to do is fine with me. Uh-oh. Well, that one didn't win nothing. Don't suppose they'll give me my money back.
Huh. Yeah, Brooke, she did take that her Ford Pro to a car show up in Maine.
I got 2 tickets yet to go, Bocce. Don't worry.
They had an all breed Jeep show in New York.
And this one says up to $1 million, so think Mr. Big.
Uh-oh.
Buy the whole damn tool truck. Park it next to whatever we're working on.
Right? You got this tool? Yep, just go look on there. That'd be one hell of a tool shed.
Oh, I'm telling you.
They have a fully stocked tool truck at your disposal. Yeah. You didn't have to sell anything?
Oh, just the whole ridiculous of it. The ridiculousness. It makes me happy inside.
Yeah, I haven't done a scratcher in a long time. Last time I done a scratcher, I won $200 off of a $5 scratcher.
Quit while you're ahead.
Yep, I sure did. I went and cashed that thing in and took the money.
Let's see what we got here.
Oh, well, I think we're going to call this stream good for tonight.
All right, Ragent. I will talk to you soon, brother. Thanks for having me on.
No problem.
Wish I could have been a little more entertaining.
It's just 2 hours and 45 minutes is, I think it's long enough, especially if you do it every week. I didn't do it
Right.
last night because I was driving.
Gotcha.
I have a long string tonight, so I decided to go ahead and take time. Everybody in the chat, y'all stay safe this week. Make it a profitable one.
Yeah.
Cool, don't be one. Frosty, thank you for coming on. Everybody else, thank y'all for showing up and attending. Remember, on the way up, make sure y'all hit those thumbs up for me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. Got to get this channel up over 500 by next year, by No Name National time.
There you
And
go.
if I can do that, this channel will go to No Name Nationals.
Right
But
on.
until next time, y'all keep those wheels spinning, your beavers grinning, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.